Have you ever had an idea? Have you ever imagined a device that would change the world if only you could find a way to create it? Everyone has these moments, but not every one of those inspired inventions should exist. Sometimes, awful ideas become reality through willpower, dumb luck, and a little bit of cash. So, check out these 10 dumb inventions the world never needed. Don't forget to subscribe to CBR for fun videos about movies, TV, gaming, pop culture, and more. Under ease. Here's a secret that everyone knows but reluctantly discusses. Everybody farts. It's a fact, Jack, and one you should never be embarrassed about. While a bit of discretion is the social norm, as it probably should be, because everybody tooting everywhere might get old and stinky fast, still, some people are hung up on the offensive odor, and the average person passes gas roughly 17 times a day. Hoping to erase people problems with flatulence, Buck and Arlene Waymer, an elderly couple from Colorado, invented undergarments designed to eliminate the noxious smells that emanate from our backsides as our bodies digest dinner. Under-ease underpants sounds like a joke, but some people swear by the charcoal filter inserted in the underwear that covers your exit hole, filtering the chemicals that cause a stink, leaving your broken wind without a scent. Licky brush. Some people really dig their cats. While not being man's best friend, cats are more like a weird but likable roommate. Looking like an item you found in your mom's dresser drawer, an exploration you deeply regret, the stubby brush attempts to replicate a cat's tongue by allowing crazy pet owners to literally lick their own pussy, cat. Made of silicone rubber and yours for only $25, appreciating your kitty orally. The Pavlok. Speaking of controversial pet products, some people are not a fan of using shock collars on dogs to teach them where they aren't allowed to go. If you think that's cruel, you're gonna hate the Pavlok, a personal training tool that allows its human user to shock themselves every time they're doing something they shouldn't, like smoke a cigarette, bite your nails, or devour chicken wings at 2 in the morning. Costing $200, the Pavlok provides jolts from 50 volts to over 450 volts, which is kinda like being stung by a giant fucking bee. Apparently, after shocking yourself after a few days, the bracelet will decrease your desires, conditioning you to no longer enjoy your bad habits. Essentially, a Pavlovian effect, which makes sense since it's named after Russian psychologist Ivan Pavlov. Fat-free chips with Olestra. Reviewing food labels looking for unhealthy additions is a great way to shed some winter weight. If a snack says it causes anal leakage, as Frito-Lay Wow chips did in 1998, put it back on the shelf, immediately. Using Olestra, a fat substitute that adds no fat, the chips debuted to monstrous sales as consumers fawned over the idea of being able to eat bags of yummy potato chips while not packing on the pounds. As with most things too good to be true, eating a large amount of Lay's in a short amount of time could cause abdominal cramping, loose stools, and the infamous anal leakage. Before the internet existed to challenge others to dumb dares, teens would gather with cans of Pringles to see who could eat the most and poop the least. Hashtag blown bowel challenge. Diet water. While not as egregious as causing drippings from your derriere, Sapporo diet water was never needed because, spoiler alert, water contains a staggering 0 calories. That didn't stop Japanese company Sapporo from debuting their diet water in 2004. Marketed as the healthy alternative to water, the product sold poorly and was quickly discontinued. Technically, the product wasn't even better for your diet as it had calories from the added minerals and nutrients, which is similar to about half the products you'll find in stores today, vitamin, coconut, or skinny water. All of which do add calories and sugars to a perfectly healthy bottle of H2O. While not accurate in its description, Sapporo was simply ahead of the curve on appeasing those who want water without all the benefits of water. GLH9, hair in a can. While bald may be beautiful, if you have a healthy head of hair, you dread the moment you begin to notice the thinning. Some accept it, becoming a chrome-domed phoenix from their fallen follicles. Some, though, fight back, leading to one of the silliest while almost effective inventions from Ronco, a marketing company started back in the 60s by a man named Ron Popeil. An inventor and pitchman who rose to fame doing infomercials, selling his family's inventions like great-looking hair formula number 9. But wait, there's more. When the infomercial for hair in a can dropped in the 90s, people mocked, but it didn't stop the spray can hair goo from selling. One of the highlights of the video is the black liquid maintaining the business end of a mullet, allowing a painfully unaware man to keep his party in the back, bringing back all the babes. Clippy. Those of us who used to use computers during the turn of the last century, we've seen things. Digital demons gazing into your soul, reading your mind, always one step ahead. If you used Microsoft Office from 1997 to 2007, then you are all too aware of the dastardly digital assistant known by a singular name, Clippy. Designed by Kevin J. Atterbury, the chatty and overly expressive paperclip was the default animation for a virtual helper, one that happened to be a condescending a-hole, unknowingly mocking people with his chillingly cheerful demeanor. The baby cage. Growing up in a city can be hard if you're a fan of the great outdoors. Your view obstructed by giant pillars, ears filled with a constant hum, and an occasional shriek. It can be even harder if you have rugrats. In 1922, Emma Reed attempted to solve this issue, filing a patent for a device that would suspend a baby on the exterior of a building, adjacent an open window. Basically, a giant cage you secured outside your high-rise window. Once hung, simply toss your toddler in. The tiny tot will enjoy the wind beneath its wings as it stares at the ground, hundreds of feet below. The cages were actually built and used in London during the late 1930s. Apparently a forward thinker, Miss Reed had plans for helpful accessories, including a roof to prevent the baby above yours from dropping anything on your little one. The wank band. While not a topic for the dinner table, masturbation's a normal thing that normal people do, though sometimes not normally. Normal people also have their phone run out of its charge at the worst time. While it's still in development and may never, come to be, the wank band promises to provide enough juice to power up your electronics while you dangle your dongle. The device is a wristband and a battery that recharges using the friction from a session of self-love. It's not just for the fellas, as ladies can charge their computer while rubbing their... Hey, I just realized it would take a lot of dedication to keep today's battery-intensive electronics powered. Still, it's nice to know that if you're in a pinch, you can take a few moments and turn jerking off into jacking on. Magic Mouse 2. The idea of a rechargeable mouse sounds like a great one. When you're not working, your mouse is charging, ready for you when you're ready for it. Unless you're Apple. Then you make a mouse that needs to be flipped over to be charged, resembling an overturned turtle. If you don't charge it every day, it's gonna die and your work will not get finished. Some rechargeable mice allow you to charge them while you're surfing the net. Good idea. When Apple rolled out its highly touted Magic Mouse 2, they put the lightning jack on the bottom. Bad idea. So when it runs out of juice, your entire project gets put on pause. Oh, be wary of super short charge times, as it never seems to last as long as you need it, killing productivity and your patience. People invent stuff every day, things they seem to think the world needs, but we need another silly invention like I need another hole in my head. Have you ever used any of these items or been bummed out by an insane invention? Let us know in the comments below, and be sure to share this video with your friends so they can stop combining their Pavlok with their wank band.